I know I can do this table with one, but we're gonna do it with two. This is the table, bitch! I got your chair, mate. Yeah, how many chairs do you need? One or two?
She definitely passes the pencil test. The pencil test is a test that anybody can do to see whether they may be a candidate for a breast lift. The way to perform the pencil test is that you lift your breast up, set a pencil underneath in the crease underneath your breast, and then let your breast go. If the pencil falls to the floor, then you failed the test and you likely are not a candidate for a breast lift. However, when you let the breast go, if that pencil stays there, if it stays in the crease under your breast, you have passed the test, and technically you may be a candidate for a breast lift if that's what you want. She definitely passes the pencil test, and I guess in her situation, it's the chair test. Beautiful young woman. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? She can't even close her eyes. Some of the plastic surgeons in Asia are absolutely insane. If you look at this video very closely, and we'll show you here, you can see that she is trying to blink her eyes and her eyes only close about a third or a fourth of the way shut. This puts her at risk of major eye injury. She can dry out her corneas and can even potentially go blind if her eyes won't close. So what do you do if you remove too much skin in a blepharoplasty? Well, the best option in these types of cases is to use a skin graft. By putting a skin graft, you can add more skin to the eyelid, allowing it to hopefully close again. I don't know who this Dr. Amy is and whether that's this doctor's real name, but the work is just absolutely insane.
My name's Joni and this is my first margarita, and I've had one hot dog. My name is Joni and this is my second margarita. My name is Joni and this is my third margarita and my third hot dog. My name is Joni and this is my fourth margarita and my fourth hot dog. My name is Joni and this is my fifth hot dog. My name is Joni! This is my sixth hot dog!
Now, I don't know why Joni is eating so many hot dogs or why she's yelling louder and louder as time goes on, but she has what appears to be the Asian flush, and this occurs in about 1 out of every 3 East Asians. Now let me describe to you why this can happen to some people. When you ingest alcohol, your body will metabolize alcohol into acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is a substance that can cause our face and our entire body really to get flush, to feel red, and to actually feel uncomfortable. Now, in most Caucasians and 2 out of every 3 East Asians, they have the aldehyde dehydrogenase enzyme. And this enzyme will convert acetaldehyde to harmless acetic acid. Acetic acid basically does not create these types of reactions in the body, and it's actually one of the main constituents of vinegar. But what happens in people who have the Asian flush is that they lack the aldehyde dehydrogenase enzyme. So they end up getting a buildup of this acetaldehyde. Obviously, the more alcohol you ingest, the more acetaldehyde builds up in your body. You get redder and more flush and feel worse and worse. Now, there are some Asians who will try taking antihistamines as a way to kind of knock down those symptoms. That is in general not recommended. The best thing is if you get the Asian flush to just unfortunately avoid alcohol. They're doing some work on this older gentleman. See what he looks like afterwards. Does that look fishy to you? It looks fishy to me. I don't think that that's the same guy. There is honestly no way that that is the same guy. And I tell you, we're seeing these ridiculous before and afters now. You see it out of doctors from Turkey, doctors from China, and some other countries, and they are putting out before and after photos for plastic surgery as a way to advertise their services, but these before and after photos are fake. It is crazy. So in plastic surgery, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. It's probably not real. If somebody looks like a completely different person after they've had work done, you gotta wonder, is that a different person? Oh, she's getting her eye color changed. Look at that. She went from dark brown to like, I guess, hazel color. This is called keratopigmentation, and it's a relatively newer procedure where a laser is used to create a tunnel underneath the cornea, and then dye is injected underneath that cornea to change the color of the iris. The iris is the part of the eyeball that has the different colors, whether it's blue or green or brown. Now this is different than scleral injections. You may see photos of body modification enthusiasts where they get actual dye injected into the sclera, the white part of the eyeball, causing the entire eyeball to change color. Often that color is black. That is a very dangerous procedure with the risk of blindness. So if you're going to undergo a procedure to change the color of your eyes, please, please, please make sure it's done by an actual board-certified ophthalmologist, nobody else. Or better yet, maybe consider just not doing it all. Color contacts are pretty good nowadays.
When I saw there's no chance we can cancel the surgery, I said her, at least give me chance to talk doctor and tell him what I want, because I will be the one who will see that every day. So let me do it for you.
So we are shaving this part, right?
Yes.
And this one.
Yes.
We are filling this part.
Yes, with spreader grafts.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we are changing.
This part for definition work. It's the first time this happening. Different and weird, but it's okay.
No, it's not okay. After watching this video, I swear to God, I want to take a shower because this is just creepy. It's wrong. The guy is one thing, but the plastic surgeon going along with this is just unethical. I don't know what else to say other than I seriously want to take a shower after watching this. I seriously do. Please don't let anybody ever try to push you into getting any plastic surgery that you don't want done. Please. Are you looking for radiant, glowing skin? Look no further than the Youn Beauty 2 Minutes 5 Years Younger Skincare System. Whether you're looking to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, brighten your complexion, or simply maintain healthy, youthful-looking skin, my Youn Beauty products are here to help. Do you believe you can look upwards of 5 years younger in just 2 minutes a day? It's true. Check out our online store at younbeauty.com or download the Youn Beauty app on your phone to order yours today.
It's finally time to change my forehead piercing. I'm so excited.
So I make sure I wash my hands and I wash my tools. When it comes undone, I don't want it to fall. So it'll just fall into my hand. Because I don't know, when I'm stuck with one thing for so long, I'm just I get bored of it. So I was yeah, I need something kind of light and just really cute, something to match my hair and to find.
Okay, so do you think that piercing was real? It actually is not real. She is a makeup artist. But what's most interesting is just how perceptive you may be. Did you take a look at what was on her neck? It's definitely Picasso, or should I say, Van Gogh. Thinning hair is a problem for millions of men and women. And I tell you, that's something I myself have had to deal with. So what are some easy things you can do to help improve your thinning hair? Well, the first thing is you want to reduce stress. There's a condition called telogen effluvium where you're under large amounts of stress, whether at a job, whether maybe with different relationships or even health issues, and that can cause parts of your hair to fall out. And so looking at ways to reduce your stress, meditation, exercise, yoga, volunteer work, anything you can do to reduce your stress may help that hair to start growing back. Nutritional deficiencies are another very common cause of hair thinning. Now you can go to a doctor and get your labs drawn to see what you may be deficient in, or you can consider an all-in-one hair thinning supplement, one like Nutrafol. Nutrafol is an all-in-one hair supplement. They make it for men, they make it for premenopausal women, postmenopausal women, and vegan women as well. I regularly take Nutrafol to help with my hair, and if you want to learn more about Nutrafol, check out the link right up here. That will take you to younbeauty.com, where we have all the Nutrafol products. You can learn more about it and even consider purchasing it there. And the third thing to consider is minoxidil. Minoxidil used to be a prescription medication, but now it's available over the counter. And the one that I recommend is the foam. You apply the foam onto areas of thinning of your scalp, and that is a scientifically proven way to help thicken the hair in those areas. Now keep in mind that all of these techniques can take many months to start seeing results, sometimes as long as 4 to 6 months, but these treatments do work, so try to stick with it and be patient. Oh my Lord. What did they do to her? This is, oh, this poor woman. I hope that in a few months she looks all right. She's really, really pulled. I mean, this is that wind tunnel facelift that everybody wants to avoid. So I mentioned earlier that plastic surgery in Asia, some of it's insane. I don't know why you put a video like this out there that is gonna scare away patients. Like, who's gonna look at this video and be like, wow, that's what I want to look like? Nobody.
My eyes are gray. They're also green. They're also blue.
If you have blue or light green eyes, you may have noticed that depending on what you wear or your surroundings, it can appear to change the color of your eyes themselves. And this is a real phenomenon, but it is very subtle. If you go back and watch this video, and let's say you cover up the different colors that she is showing, you're going to see that the color of her eyes changes very minimally. So some of this is how the color is perceived, although there is a real phenomenon where those colored eyes do tend to change color tiny amount depending on their surroundings. It does not happen, however, with brown eyes like mine or black eyes like my little dog Tinkerbell.
I'm going to talk about my procedure, so if you don't want to see like a close-up of my nose or anything like that, then definitely just skip this video. Okay, the procedure is called the forehead flap method. It is my scalp, so that's why it looks like this, and that is my hair. All that was left of my nose was this and this, and then like the bridge. So hence they needed this huge piece of skin to cover and create a whole new nose.
This is a very valid way to reconstruct the tip of the nose, and it is called a forehead flap. And essentially what you do is you take skin from the forehead, you then rotate that skin and put it down over the nose and suture it into place. And that's the stage that she is at in this video. Approximately 3 to 4 weeks later, that skin has healed in place on that nose, and then the actual bridge, the connection between the forehead and the nose, can then be severed. At that point, she's going to notice that her nose is going to look probably a bit bulky. She may get some hair growth on the tip of the nose because some of that skin was taken from the actual scalp area. Laser hair removal can take care of those extra hairs, and then further surgery down the line can then reshape and defat the nose to help it to contour even better. Now, this beautiful young woman had the tip of her nose bitten off by her dog, and I've taken care of hundreds of dog bites over the last 20 years in an emergency room. And I tell you, the amount of times that I've seen a dog actually remove tissue from a person's face is very few. So she unfortunately is one of the few unlucky ones, but I do think she's hopefully going to have a really, really nice result with this, and I wish her well in her recovery and all the future reconstructive surgeries that she may necessitate. Now, if you watch my TikTok reaction videos, you know I always end by showing one of my own videos from my TikTok account. Let's take a peek at one right here. Please don't pronounce fentanyl fentanyl. I watch the news and I see experts all the time call it fentanyl, but it's fentanyl. If you say fentanyl, you obviously don't know what you're talking about. It's a YL, not an OL at the end. Thank you. So yes, that is my dog Tinkerbell. We adopted her just over a year ago. I did not name her Tinkerbell. That is the name she came with. I call her Tinky. And I initially did not like the name, but it has really grown on me. And yes, she was just soundly sleeping there. Please, please, please say fentanyl, not fentanyl. It's fentanyl. Thank you, everybody. So these were some pretty insane TikTok videos, but you've got to take a peek at some insanely skibbity TikTok videos right up here. These ones are going to blow your mind. You're going to find them entertaining, fascinating, and hopefully even learn a few things. And as always, remember to eat real food, use clean skincare, and auto-rejuvenate before you operate.